Welcome to Joan's Junk Journals and more. Okay, what I'm going to do first is sew my signatures in. Once again, I have 3 of them. As long as they're in the right order. So I'm going to find the center, the inside here. Pressing this fabric down really good so I do get the true center. Okay, it's just under 14 inches, so I'll scooch this over a hair. And find my pencil. So half of 14 is 7. And make a mark at the bottom, right in the center again. This will be where the center signature will go. And then I'm going to have them about 3/8 inch between each signature. That way I should have enough room for plenty pockets, text, tags, journal cards. Okay, so that's 3/6/8, so 3/4. And then maybe another 1/4 1/4, so that would be about 1 1/4 inch spine. Actually, I think I could almost do it thicker than that. Yeah. I think I'm going to put them about 1/2 inch apart. Okay. So this paper here is 3 inches wide. So at 1.5 inches. Make sure that you can see this. And then 1/2 inch each way, which will be about 1 centimeter more or less. Now I put a T for the top, so I always make sure that it is at the top of the journal each time I punch holes. And then this piece of paper is 9.5 inches tall, so I'm going to put the center hole at 4 3/4. So I'm just going to go nice easy way. Then because the papers are shorter than the fabric here, I want to make sure that there's enough room. Marking the top and the bottom of the signature, and then I want the other holes at least 1 inch down from here. So this is almost 1 inch, so I'm going to go 1.5 inches. I'm doing a 3-hole, whatever that thing is called. What's it called? I got to punch a hole right here, each intersection. Okay, I'm going to take my awl and I'm going to punch holes right at the cross section of each line. So this will be a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I don't know whether I want to sew right through here or if I want to put eyelets in there. I think I'm just going to sew right through. So I'm going to fold this center line right down here. And then I'm going to make sure I have it right down the center of this cover. And making sure that the top is at the top. So I'm just going to put this little clip here up here so I know that this is the top. I want to make sure that I can see my holes or where I put the holes on here. Perfect. Okay. Now I have a couple of videos already of me sewing in the signatures. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch the holes in these signatures and sew them in, and then I will be right back. Okay, I have my signatures are all sewn in. 3 signatures with approximately a 1/2 inch or 1 centimeter in between each one. So that will give plenty of room to add extra pockets, tucks, tags, journal cards inside. Now, I left these little extra strings that I tied the signatures together because I'm going to add beads to them. That's just one of the things that I do. But if you like, you can always cut them really close to the knot inside of the signature. Now, I'm going to make what is called a journal topper. And I have a few things here that I'm going to make the topper with. I want to add a little bit of lace. It's not going to go the whole cover. It's only going to go like maybe about 1/2 inch around here. I will see actually after I add one of these cards to the top. I want one that's going up and down. Oh, I don't want anything too crude. Oh, I like that one. Doesn't quite go with the green though, unfortunately. Oh, okay, it'll be this one. Then, I'm going to put just a little extra border around. Oh, I love the red around here. And then this color of lace really brings out the cream in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my glue stick. And I'm going to sew this later, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And I'm going to use up an old card just to make sure that it sticks good. I'm going to trim this up. Make sure I'm in the screen. Yes. A little more. Okay, I'm going to trim this with a pair of scissors. Just make sure I don't cut too much off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to add this little topper onto some of this lace. Oh, which side is right side? This is right side. And I don't want this crease on the very top, so I'm going to go like this. And I will add a little bit of Fabri-Tac glue. Once again, for those who don't know, I put this glue inside of this little Tombow bottle just because I love the tips here. Then I'm going to take an old cardigan and just smear it out. And boy, does that glue ever stink. Ooh. Oops, I gotta put it this way because of the roses, flowers. There. And I know you're probably saying, oh, don't cut it so far away. You're wasting lace. Oh, don't worry. I will keep every little bit. There is no such thing as waste. Now, I'm just wondering if I should just glue it like this or if I should sew these pieces together. I am going to sew these layers all together first before I glue it down. So I'm going to give this a little bit to dry, and then I'm going to sew the layers together, and then I will be right back. Okay, I used black thread on top of the lines that were actually drawn. So now I'm going to bring the black thread to the back. Okay. Oh, maybe this one will be trimmed here because the gray is stitched back there. And I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to make sure that these threads are glued in here nicely. We don't want stitching to come undone. And I want them to come up underneath the card. Okay, I think I'm going to just roughly cut this. And what am I going to use this lace for later on, you say? Oh my goodness. I can embellishments, clusters, dangles. So many beautiful things. I can even add them on pockets or tucks or belly bands. It doesn't matter if this lace is a little rough because it's not going to be sticking like perfectly down, I'm sure. That's the beauty of junk journals. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, we do not want this like right center because that, for some reason, does not look right. Not in my eyes anyway. So we'll lift it up just a little bit. I love it. Now I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac glue once again. And then I'm going to put a bunch right just underneath the card. Oh, you know what? But that's all right because that will be hid by the lace. There you go. Now, I don't like these strings here showing, so I could actually even use some of this lace right here. No, not quite long enough. not quite wide enough. So I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to use some of this lace. Now, I either purchased this from Dollarama or Dollar Tree. And I think I might just let it hang over the edges, just a little bit extra for character. Ooh. I hope I put that on right. Yes, I did good. That'd be terrible if I put this one on upside down. Now I can also I can also stitch this in a little bit if it doesn't stick down well. Okay, you need to trim this just a little bit. And I want to fray it just a little. All right, now the next video, I will be adding maybe some pockets, tucks, belly bands. Thank you for watching. I love and I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you again soon.